So, dear friends, particularly friends from bus 11 and bus 14, we met in Italy in 2001 and celebrated our 40th anniversary, 2001. It's quite a happy bunch of people playing around. So until next time, bye bye. We're after hour.
The mountains with snow.
The 12th of July, the 40th reunion on bus 11, but it seems that there are people from bus 14 as well. And people are coming in slowly. Quite a nice place. And we have the second room to the left on top. And this is an old monastery. And people are sitting beneath this big tree there, talking and receiving other people coming, while Vivian and I are taking a swim. So here we are in this small town in Italy. Chico, the main organizer of the event, disappeared. Hello there. The group going in for the meeting with the mayor. Here's television. You're on candid camera.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. This is the last group. This is quite a view from up here.
But the river is going to be there long enough, more important.
Stable till she died. I mean, I had such an education and social security and insurance policy.
The mayor's place, and seems to be offered something very nice to eat.
It's just to push the button? No, you have to pull this one in your right thumb, pull it over. You need to change the rhythm first. Thank you.
You have to show your walking stick.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
I have appreciated all the correspondence that he has written to all of us, and we are now old people. We can exchange ideas. We can talk politics with a lot of understanding that we could have done 40 years ago. And if all the AFSers who have gone through the same procedures we did could do this, the world would slowly change. Some of you here are very senior. I'm a retired civil servant, and many of you are retired, and those who are not are senior, wherever they are. So,
wine in each casket, and they are made of oak, Slavonian oak, imported. Queste sono praticamente le botti dove passa tutto il vino rosso nel mediamente. All the red wine is kept here for aging. Queste sono invece vasche di cemento. These are the newest concrete caskets. All'interno sono vetrificate. And they are vitrified, glass. They have glass inside. Glass covers the inside walls of the container.
Ecco, questo serve di caso per la pulizia, perché comunque qua...
Which allows cleaning, periodical cleaning of the containers. A caldo, all'interno, praticamente viene...
Così mi sento.
Perché qui ci scale, posso
Barolo, wine producing company.
about cheese, but it would fill you up too much and you wouldn't taste the wine any longer.
No.
So we said just the wine and breadsticks. We're going to eat
which we will visit after the wine cellars. And is Mike? Hello there. Hey. On the way up to the castle we can see the vineyard. Course meal. We are returning back to the hotel, and the scenery here is quite fantastic. The vineyards, castles and houses.
Original members.
Hello. Yes.
Picture of the AFS.
Tom. Okay. Ancora.
Press one as to straight.
You sure? Are you sure?
I can't see. Maybe somebody.
The movie museum or film museum.
La
And
Mole
then
Antonelliana.
and once again?
La Mole Antonelliana.
Yeah, and it is impressive. It's very high. And I think this was a brick building. It was formerly the highest brick building in Europe.
Exactly where there are signs. Of course, reflection theories and refraction theories to you see also the drawing. Here is totally circular. It's around.
Resting in here comes the elevator. And it goes up, high up. This is an enormous building. A very nice museum of movie making. Up in there. So the singing has started. I've been a bit late with the camera, and we have another party next here.
You want to be in it?
No.
Happened in Norway.
Philosophical discussion.
The green system is the one that doubles.
Oh, gubben! Gamle gubben! We will be forever! Sta sonriendo. Oj, 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 gubben.
Dat was een beetje een leuk liedje.
Ja, een leuk liedje, hè? No. What's that? That's Dutch.
Cantare in spagnolo. Chile.
You can sing
Someone are in great pain.
Hey, Tom, where did you go? Ajax.
Let's act all the
July. We are getting at this castle and everybody is lining up for a photo again. So there it is.
Presidente di Kenya.
Grand chef working hard on our food. Lots of work here. All the delicious. Oh, now it's working. Another one of these delicious slow food with I don't know how many courses. So he's working very hard and here it comes. Looks lovely. There. Up it goes. So this is the hotel where we have been staying. It's an old monastery and it's July 16th. Tomorrow we report and we will then see each other 5 years time in Finland, in Kala as they would say. Photos are being taken and Gary and his wife, all the victims, and then we have cut in candid camera. the photographer instructing the Mike, Tom and Walter.
Today we are 14 or 15 countries. If we would be in America, we would say it's almost 20 countries which are present here. So this is actually an international group. And so let's have Taya to talk very short about her work, because this is an international affair.
Last November, I got 2 letters which would change the course of my life. The first was from Christine, and I was very amazed. I was really looking at this letter and I said, this is not true. Who is this person and why am I getting this letter? And I hadn't thought about AFS for 40 years. And here I was, and I thought, well, if they have found my address, I must participate. I wrote to Chico and I got immediately an answer. And at that time I didn't know that there were 2 classes. There was this group that had met each other, and there was this my group, which was new. But to Western New Yorkers, to other AFSers from other buses, or AFSers from no buses, or AFSers from other years. To children, friends, partners, novios, and spouses of all of us. The honor is mine to speak to Rafael and Chico, and to thank you very much for what they did. I'm most honored by that, I can tell you that. You did an incredible job in entertaining and exhausting us in exactly 5 days. Every day looked like the Last Supper. It was super heartwarming and talented and spontaneous. The amount of preparation that you must have put in this organization of this event is incredible. We can just see you running around, driving around, dining around, eating around, and to give us the best of Cayman. It was worth it, every minute, and I speak to about, for everybody. We are very grateful. We are very well fed and totally satisfied. You managed to entice more people to this reunion than any reunion before. Your magnetic personality, Chico and Rafaela, take credit for this, but I also have to give the credit to Christine, who tracked down many people with great inventivity, as we heard Tarja say it as well. I'm very happy for that. Bus 11 officially welcomes Bus 14 in this reunion and hopes many more occasions will follow in the future. But it goes without saying that our centerpiece is Tom June, our charismatic leader, our Kaudili, our priest.
Good that you haven't said Pope.
Pink Panther. Pink Panther. You never let loose of your prey, nor of your flock in 40 years. That's a very clever thing, I can tell you that. Thank you very much for that. Ricardo and Rafaelo, you treated us a very noisy bunch, noisy bunch. You called us a noisy bunch, remember? Oh, you didn't mean it, but she said it anyway. Anyway, you treated this noisy bunch like a delegation of Italian nobles. Being in the Villa Conti, Ricardo, cannot be a coincidence. It was absolutely a planned scheme. You gave us the noble Piedmont region, starting with the government official, Il Dottore, which was mentioned. Il Dottore was there. But immediately followed, after he left, by elaborate lunches in exquisite places, the finest wines in huge quantities, and mountains of culture. Guarino, Guarin. Sandra, thank you. And Filippo Giuvara were only 2 of your famous
architects that we were lucky to meet.
That's a no.
And to track down, thanks to you, Chico and Rafaela and Sandra, who took us around the city. And we had a chance to admire the simplicity and beauty of the city of Torino. Its palaces, medieval churches, castles, and surrounding valleys. This wasn't all. And AFS, as Tarja already said, is about more. The togetherness of 2 buses, 4 continents and 14 countries in great harmony was a highlight in itself. Of course, Michael was reported missing several times, but apart from that, Michael, we had no more calamities. It was fun and meaningful to have a younger generation with us. And thanks to Wolf and Siggy and Christine. And a joy to see Jacopo and Kim grow up into healthy human beings. Thanks to Rafaela and Chico.
I was one. I hope you enjoyed. You stay in Roccadrazzo, and that really you will have other special memories to add to those of the past reunions. Even if I don't speak English very well, friendship and love with Jonas is big. I love you and looking forward to meeting all you at the next reunion in Finlandia.
Tu as parlé très bien en anglais, moi je vais dire quelque chose en français. L'italien trop difficile, mais étant le plus âgé AFS ici, je crois qu'on va te donner des fleurs de Hollande, ils sont surgelés. Alors tu peux les donner. Merci pour tout, c'était vraiment quelque chose d'inoubliable. Merci beaucoup.
And Rafaela has kept us all under her wings. And this is especially for you, Rafaela. It has wings. My last year,
Then there was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, you have to introduce me.
After we had the international cooperation and internationality described to us by Tarja, and the moving words of Antje, to our guests, to our hosts here, I would like now to announce to you Tom Alberts from Sweden, who would like to say a few more general words on the reunion and on AFS.
Yes, so I was approached this afternoon. I got a little paper here to check here. All the things I was supposed to talk about has already been covered. Except one thing which was given to me, which was the keyword network. And this has puzzled me. And I was thinking about the AFS. And if I'm correct, the origin of AFS is the First World War, the voluntary services in Europe. And it was sort of humanitarian action which then continued. And then we had the Second World War, World War II. And we are children of that period. And born at the end of the war, and in a context of a Cold War developing in a very complicated worldwide context. I think that we are unique, reflecting upon that, in the sense that we were the first children of globalization. We are talking very much about globalization today, but I think that in a way we were sort of the forerunners and we are passing it on to the next generation. And in a way of networking, which nobody knows really, because networking is a sort of elusive thing, you never know what is happening. But when you start to listen about that child being to that AFS family and being relative of that and marriages, you start to appreciate that there are lots of things going on, which is what Tarja was saying, is that here we have something taking place at an individual basis, which is very important. But we will never know really what is happening. We can get some ideas. So the other thing was that I was thinking was Tom, in this stone age of typewriter, managed to keep us together in a way was unique, without any email, without any internet, and with an endurance which I...
Just one finger on the...
Yeah, but I think we're using two, but discussing the question arises now with all this modern technology, and Tony, who has volunteered to be our webmaster, whether we can make this new technology being the sort of the forerunners of the globalization in a way, if we can transform that into something which is interesting, not only something which is very passive, that you write a letter or there is a picture, that we can make this some kind of a meeting point. So it's not only passive. So Tony had the idea of having perhaps a discussion forum. So, because the risk is that otherwise we will become very passive, because we want Tom writing these letters will be passed on to the net, and if we don't take an active participation, this thing will die. So I think it's very important that we get something going which will engage us. So that was, having covered that, which I think I wanted to add is that I think it's for all of us to think how we're going to make our web page something interesting to us and also to others. In this context we have also Bus 14 and perhaps other AFSs. In the reflection of being part of a historical movement from First World War, Second World, being the children of that, moving into the future, and as we get older, leaving something which might carry on forward. Thank you very much.
So the Germans know this song. The lyrics, of course, try to reflect what we experienced together in these last 5 days. I collected words this afternoon, and I tried to put most of them into the song. I had to leave out the sore feet. They wouldn't rhyme. I had to leave out a few other words, but still I hope you will find yourself, your sentiments, your feelings in the song. I wish you to sing the refrain, so we are going to rehearse this, and I try to sing the in-betweens, okay?
Shall we start with the refrain?
We'll start with the refrain for a change. You've all got the words for this, so try. We saw castles, we saw vineyards, driving through a lovely country. 1,000 cheerful pictures found their way to our hearts. Many more we took on films. Chico introduced
all of you.
Yes, so much 11. What a wonderful experience to us all. For the years of fueling friendship. Thanks to Tom and AFS. Arms of clay. No, sorry. There. No, that's too high. His big sleeves up. And a brand new world began. He created a woman and lots of loving for a man. Oh yes he did, oh yes he did. Now can't you just see him walking round and round, with him the red man on the ground, knowing just what he should do, make our living world come. He rolled his big sleeves up, and a brand new world began. He created a woman, lots of loving for a man. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So this is the way here it comes. Manually. It's a heavy job.
It's raining cats and dogs. And cows too. Terribly wet. On our way to a tunnel of almost 5 kilometers.
Entering the tunnel. It's very beautiful in this loch. Flowers everywhere. And it's this woman who will take care of that. Now we're going down. It looked like a garden when we came here. It was so beautiful. And Vivian is struggling with the ropes.
Side by side our boat. Here it comes.
Quite peaceful this evening. And we even could see palm trees. And it's